Hello. It's transfer news again. Transfer news daily. I hope everybody's okay. I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's keeping cool because it's been hot lately, especially in the UK. But I want to thank everybody for joining us today. You know how it is, smack them like buttons. But we're going to bring in my coach, who's my partner in crime, TOTO!
You got mine?
How's it going, Toto? You got the camera mic on again.
But yeah, look, doing well. Just it's a bit cooler today. I'll give it that. It's a bit cooler, so we get through the video much easier. It was much hotter yesterday. But look, overall doing well and ready to talk about some transfer news, man.
Big up to you, host all the people on Toto. Hammer, big up to you as well. We'll get into that. I told you, Solo, that the manager want project striker like Ekatike. Fabrizio said that LFC want Ekatike, the same mistake. No, we'll see what happens. We'll talk about that. We've got a lot to talk about, don't worry. Isak is not happening. He's a dream, not reality. We'll see what happens, bro. Thanks for joining us today. Big up to you, bro. So, Toto, what you been up to, bro?
But yeah, just been basically chilling. Ain't really have much going on today. Just been, trying to get through this heat, drinking lots of fluids, lots of water, trying to cool myself down, really, man. The fans aren't even helping today, just blowing hot warm air. So just trying to get through the summer, man. I just want the winter to come thick and fast. But look, just been keeping an eye on the transfer news like always, because Liverpool are making moves. The transfer window regarding Mark Guehi. Apparently we're going to sign him with all the agreed personal terms.
But there's a lot to talk about. So
yeah, there's a lot, man.
So what we're doing now, we're going to look on. You're going to send me the one what you sent me. Let's start on that one first if you want. Nothing about Fabrizio. Nothing from Fabrizio saying what he said. So I don't know where he's getting that from, but nothing from Fabrizio about Liverpool not signing anyone. There's nothing there. Can't see nothing. I'm on his page now. Let me just bring it up on here before we start getting into this. Just to enlighten people that I'm on Fabrizio's page. I'm going to start from the top. Nothing on Liverpool not signing. Nothing at all. This is today, 47 minutes ago. Nothing. So I can't really see anything at all. Nothing at all. So there you go. Nothing at all. So it is what it is. I still think we're going to get Isak. My opinion, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll put my head above the parapet. I believe we're still going to get Isak, in my opinion. If we don't get him, we don't get him. But I still think we're going to get him. I don't think Newcastle's got any pull compared to what Liverpool is. No. Liverpool has tried to, Newcastle have already tried to sign multiple players and have got outdone by Chelsea and some other clubs as well. So we're bigger than Chelsea. So it is what it is, isn't it? As I see, if Isak wants to move, it will happen. It all comes down to Isak. So, Toto, what are you saying, bro?
But yeah, I'll touch on the
no worry about it. We were there as well.
The Konate situation. That Konate is rejected the open offer of a new contract. You can put it up if you want, Solo.
Yeah, I got this one. I've got a nice one about Konate. This one here. This is from Yahoo Sports, the one I've got. Yahoo Sports. And here we go. So, Toto, you can go ahead with that one if you want. It's in Yahoo Sports.
But yeah, of course, you got clubs like Real Madrid, PSG, and even Al Hilal, the Saudi club who beat City yesterday, who is interested in Ibrahima Konate.
Right then. You want what? Okay.
But look, my opinions on it is that we need to stop holding on to these kind of players who don't want to be here, because we all understand what Konate is, a good defender and all that, and when he goes, yeah, it's going to be a big loss for us because we're in the race for Guehi, And we all know Guehi's not
I don't
better
think
than
we're in the
Konate.
race. I think we're just going to buy him soon.
Yeah, I know. But with Guehi, we all know he's not better than Konate. So it will be a big loss for us losing Konate. But at the end of the day, we've got to take the loss. Because if a player like that is playing silly and wants to run his contract down to his free, which is rumoured to be that he wants to run his contract down to a free. So he goes on a free because PSG, Real Madrid and Al Hilal are interested in him. We just need to let him go now. Because what's he saying now? That Liverpool will be forcing a deal around 40 to 45 million for Konate. Because we don't want to run the contract down to a free and get no money for him. And this is what Liverpool don't want to do. We did the same mistake with Trent. You know, Trent was playing all this silly and not renewing his contract. In the day, he left on a free, and we never got nothing for him. I think he left for 10 million, but we got nothing for him because he left for a free. Now, the contract situation for Konate, I don't want his contract to run down to a free because PSG will snap him, Real Madrid will snap him.
Do you think this is Real Madrid PR? Because if you look at the article, it actually says, in a surprising twist, Liverpool have decided on a price for Ibrahima Konate, a player who has been linked with Real Madrid's wish list for months. Hold on. Mute your mic when you do that. Even though Real Madrid have signed Dean Huijsen from Bournemouth this summer, this club was still is still open to adding another centre back if the right chance comes up. With Konate now available, the opportunity might be too good for Real Madrid to pass. And it also says here, a highlight there, which I'm highlighting. According to reports from Real Madrid Confidential, Liverpool are willing to let Konate leave this summer for 50 million. I don't believe that, in my opinion. If this, it might be true. It might be true, but you know how the Real Madrid media is. So when I see this here, when it says according to reports from Real Madrid Confidential, that's a red flag for me. That's a red flag. Because we know how the Real Madrid media is, you get me? We know how the Spanish media is. But yeah, overall, yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. He's either going to stay or he's going to leave. I want him to stay. I was in two minds with this regarding Konate. If he was going to leave on a free or we just sell him, I think we should keep him. And if he goes on a free, he goes on a free. Because even though we've got Mark Guehi coming in, like you said yourself, Konate is a better defender. Okay? So I think taking Konate away, what we get, whatever we get for him, it's going to weaken our squad. Because whoever we bring in, minus, I'm not talking about Mark Guehi now, whoever we bring in to replace Konate, yeah, he's not going to be as good as Konate. So what we're doing is, if we let him go this season, and we might get 50 million, yeah, it's going to weaken our squad, in my opinion. I'm not sure if people believe in the chat, but that's how I look at it. Toto.
Yeah, the likes of, I've got another one.
Got that one. That's when you sent me that one there.
Yeah. Konate rejected Liverpool's open offer of a new contract. Madrid, PSG, Al Hilal is all interested, and Liverpool forced to accept around £40 million if he doesn't sign a new deal. So I'm glad where Liverpool's going with this. We'll be forced to offer him, accept to offer around £40 million for Konate to leave because we don't want the contract to run down to a free transfer. Because with all these players, we want to make money off them so we can save him money in turn for the long run. I don't think Al Hilal is happening. Again, it's still a possibility. Hernandez has gone there. Theo Hernandez used to play for AC Milan as a baller. He's gone to Al Hilal because Al Hilal, you know, believe it or not, they beat City this morning, about 2 o'clock in the morning. City played in a Club World Cup. I did watch a bit of the game, and they did win against them. And Al Hilal is the best team in Saudi Arabia. I don't think he's going to go to Saudi Arabia, but again, it's still a possibility. He's the best team in Saudi Arabia, and they are a good team to play. But I don't think he wants to throw his career away like that at a young age to go Al Hilal. But don't get me wrong, they are a good team and they are competitive. Real Madrid, I don't see Real Madrid happening. I think it's just Real Madrid PR really. I don't think that's happening really. They've already brought their centre back, and they've got their centre back sorted. So I don't see why they need another one. I see Konate more likely to start in PSG, start 11, because that's his boil club, PSG, and I could see him more.
I can see
PSG.
Konate. Yeah, I can see Konate joining, more likely to join PSG than Real Madrid. Like you said, he's his boyhood club, innit? But yeah, Scotty said, I think he agrees with me. Cost us 35 million, not so big lost money. Wise to keep him because make more winning league and cups will see. Exactly. So that's what you got to look at is if we keep him, it makes our defense stronger, and then that will enable us to win the league and probably win another domestic or even a Champions League. So it makes sense. So we're going to make more money back from that. So it makes sense just keeping him. It makes sense just keeping him. And you never know. If we keep him for another season, maybe Liverpool might be able to negotiate another deal for him. If you let him go now, I think it's just silly. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, in my opinion. It just doesn't make sense to get rid of him there. TOTO.
Konate.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
Saying, because we've got a league to tell him for.
Yeah.
And if we bring in another player, we'll get used to the squad. I know Gray, he's Premier League proven. He's won the FA Cup. He's a captain, yeah. But he's got to get used into our system as a centre back. So we don't want to bring in a fresh player who's new to the club, challenging for the Premier League. Again, if we were down and we weren't challenging for the Premier League and want to defend, and weren't defending for our Premier League title, again, I wouldn't really mind getting rid of Konate, but I would keep Konate. But on the other hand, if Konate wants to leave, if he wants to run down, is there a suspicion of him running down his contract?
He wants to leave, if it is true.
Is there a suspicion of running down his contract to a free? We should get rid of him. I don't care if it. I don't care if it's a loss to our club. Yeah, it's a loss, and it will be a big hole in our defence because Van Dijk will need to get used to his new centre back partner than Mark Guehi. Yeah. So it will be hard. Van Dijk played good with Ibrahima Konate, and Van Dijk played better with Konate because every time Van Dijk plays with Kwanzaa, there's a little bit of a gap in the defence every single time. When you see Van Dijk and Konate working together, they always work well together.
Oh, it's perfect. The thing about it with Konate can work. He can work good with Van Dijk, but he can't work good without Van Dijk. See, when Van Dijk wasn't there, and if it's Konate or something like I remember when Konate was padded up with Gomez, he wasn't so good. See, with Van Dijk can work with anyone. Van Dijk, you put him alongside anyone, Van Dijk will adapt. Konate is only good with Van Dijk, and he proved that last season, I think, in certain cup games as well. So, yeah. But I think we should. It is what it is. I think we should just keep him.
Yeah.
Keep him because it makes sense. We're just gonna make our squad. We're just gonna make our squad weaker. And it just doesn't make sense going into a season where Man City's strengthening. I said, look, I know Man City. People talk about Man City, the threat. I think the threat's going to come from Arsenal and Chelsea. Myself, I still think Man City they look vulnerable at the back. Their defense look old now. Ruben Diaz yesterday in that match looked old and ragged. Some of their midfield, like Bernardo Silva, they don't look as good as they used to be. They look like their legs going. You got Gundogan, his legs have gone. So you're looking at Man City. People said, Pep's going to come back and going to do this, going to do that. Are they really? Think about it. Look at the midfield and look at the defence. The defence are looking shaky. Saw them yesterday. Couldn't even run defence. That team, Al Hilal, is it Al Hilal in it?
Al Hilal, yeah.
Al Hilal. They tore Man City to pieces. They tore them to pieces, especially at the end. All right, Foden come on and got that little goal in, but it is what it is. But I think the threat's coming from Chelsea, and I think Chelsea's going to run us close, and I think Arsenal will. Because remember, Arsenal only need a good striker. They get a good left winger, and they get a good striker, they'll be challenging. You get me? They will be challenging. But the only thing that's going to let Arsenal down is the manager, because he's clueless. That's the only thing that's going to let him down is the manager. So what?
That's my own thoughts of Konate.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if he wants to go, just go, man. Because I don't want to hang on to a player who's suspicion of getting the contract down to a free transfer. I don't want that. Let's bring in Guehi. If we get the money, because we've got the money for Kwanzaa now, and I think Liverpool might be using the money from Kwanzaa. The deal's officially done. We've got the money now. Liverpool's got the money for Kwanzaa. So we've got the money from Kwanzaa and we're going to put it towards Mark Gray, because before Liverpool weren't willing to offer around 45 million for Gray, but now we've got the 40 million from Kwanzaa. We're now willing to offer, and apparently now we've signed personal terms with them. We're discussing personal.
Okay, we're going to discuss that now. That is the perfect segue into the next link I'm going to put up there for you guys. And this is a Mark Gray, which Toto will be covering it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Mark Gray.
This is from Krish. He's got every single transfer right so far, the transfer window.
Yeah, big up Krish, man.
He's a new one in the transfer window. But look, Liverpool breaking. Mark Gray to Liverpool. Talks will start between LFC and Crystal Palace for centre-back, sources confirm. As exclusively revealed, Liverpool have already have a verbal agreement, which I have. Mark Gray and his camp over a 5-year contract until June 2030. Personal terms agreed, it will be not an issue. Crystal Palace are hoping to receive a package worth 50 million as the player enters the final 12 months of his contract. So it's a great time to buy in. Liverpool aiming close to the deal, around 35 million. Negotiations will be key. I think this is why we sold Kwanzaa for the Gray money, and plus we're making some profit as well. We're saving 5 million. Discussions are still in early stages. Nothing advanced or imminent at this point. Liverpool have funds available following João Kwanzaa's 35 million move to buy Leverkusen. Let's see how it progresses in the next days. So, my thoughts is that Gray, he's going to be a Liverpool player. I think it's done now. He's going to be a Liverpool player, and he'll be a great addition to our squad. Again, if Konate goes, he goes. We're bringing Gray.
Forget Konate.
You know? So, he'll be a great replacement. He'll be a great starter as well.
I don't think he's a replacement, no. I think
What if Konate goes?
He's a replacement for Kwanzaa. That's who his replacement, because Konate is still staying at the club. I think Konate. I don't know if the chat. I don't know if the chat agrees with me or not. Yeah, but Mark Gray is the replacement for Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa was the third place centre back. I don't think Gomez is going to be the third place centre back anymore because of his injuries, because of the history of his injuries. I think Gomez is going to be the fourth place centre back. I think Gomez is going to stay, by the way. So I think he's going to be the fourth place centre back. As soon as they sold Kwanzaa, they used that money to buy Gray. It was similar price. If we look at the fee of Kwanzaa, I think it was 40 million, 35 to 40 million. That's basically the price of Mark Gray. He was the replacement for Mark Gray because you got Virgil Konate there starting. Mark Gray is the third place centre back. That's what Kwanzaa was going to be. But that's what I think anyway. He's not the second place centre back. Konate is. But yeah, I think he's going to be a great addition. I said this the other day. We talked to Mark Gray. I'm glad that we are making progress on this deal. And there's some other deals that we're going to talk about in a minute, like the Nunes stuff. I wish that could move on because that's still stuck in limbo.
Yeah, no.
I'm seeing this news every day, the same news, still ain't come to a deal. And that's giving me the shakes. I'm waking up in the middle of the night, Toto, right? I'm waking up in the middle of the night with shakes here because I'm reading on my phone that Nunes is still at my football club. And I'm shaking like that. You get me? I'm getting the shakes. I'm gonna have a drink of water to calm me down. You know what I mean, bro? Probably go outside and go for a little run. Because why is Nunes still at my club? You get me? Anyway, Back to Mark Gray. Mark Gray, yeah, he's a great addition to the squad. I think he's gonna bring stability at the back. He's gonna bring maturity. He's gonna bring calmness. So when Konate is injured, which he will get injured, it's inevitable. When Konate gets injured, Mark Gray would jump in. Mark Gray would be the perfect replacement for Konate, and then you have some stability on the back. Or it could be a replacement for Virgil, in case Virgil wants to have a rest in certain cup games. Because Mr. Virgil van Dijk, he's not a young man anymore. He's in his 30s. So we don't want Virgil to be playing every single cup game, do we? So Mark Gray can be that perfect replacement. So, in my opinion, he's a perfect addition to the squad. There's a lot of people that wanted him, including Newcastle wanted him last season. And I think they threw something like 60, 70 million at him. And Crystal Palace said, no, he ain't going anywhere. We throw 40 million at him, 45 million. and now he's going to be a Liverpool player. I'm really excited about this player. When I first heard about Mark Guay a couple of weeks ago, I wasn't really that excited, to be fair. I wasn't excited. I've got to admit, I thought, okay, Mark Guay, okay. But now, you know, when you just think about it a little bit more, he's going to be a solid defender for us. And we all know, if you ain't got a solid defense, you ain't winning no cups. So, big up to Mark Guay, man. Toto. I'm happy about it, Toto.
Yeah, I'm happy. I want him to come to Liverpool. You know, he's a good centre back. I've always rated him at England when he played for England and for Crystal Palace. He's done it in the big cup competition, the final, and the finals are final in the day in the FA Cup as well. It's a big final, pressure's on, and he dealt with it, man. They kept a clean sheet as well, and he's a part of that back line. So big up to Guehi.
We'll get the chat. Scott, one more thought. Let's bring up the chat. You want to read that one? You read that one?
Yeah. So it's just a matter of time with Guehi. Play once to get in a great defender, he will get good game time. Yeah, he will. He will get really good game time. Guehi, especially in them cup games and
he don't get injured.
Fixtures. Yeah, you know, he's very, very reliable. He's got strong bones. Don't get injured. You rarely see him out for Crystal Palace.
Toto, I tell you what he could do for us. Yeah, I was watching some stream the other day. Forgot what it was, and he brought up Mark Guay's injury record for the past 3 years. And Mark Guay's hardly got injured. He's only had like about 3 weeks off in 3 years. Go and look. All you get type in Mark Guay's injury record for Crystal Palace, and he's got a phenomenal injury record. And that's what we want at Liverpool. We want someone like that. You get me? Is someone. See, Gomez. I love Gomez. Yeah, big up Gomez every time. Yeah, but he's not reliable. He gets injured too easily. And we can't have that during the season. When it gets to them night games, yeah, when it gets to January, when it's cold up, yeah, that's when mans are getting injured. Mark Guay is a tank. He's a tank. And we want someone like Mark Guay at the club. And this is why I respect Liverpool's recruitment system. They know what to do and go for this dude. You think they haven't done all these background checks and analysis and data? They know what they're doing buying this geezer. They know what they're doing, bro. Another chat. Tony still said, I think Liverpool will take a loss on Konate and use him for next season and give the club time to weigh their defender options. In fact, that's exactly what I said. 100%. It's better to keep Konate, and at least then you got two options. You can, one, you'll have him for another season so we can try and win the league with Konate. And two, you never know, we could probably negotiate his price on the new contracts. There's two ways, because if you just let him go now, you let him go, what, 40 million? What? We're not going to get no one like Konate in, are we? So it just doesn't make sense. Transfers this season for defense is top quality. Yeah. Toto, have you got anything you can bring up on this thing?
Yeah, I got something on Nunes.
No. About his injury record.
His injury record.
I'm gonna have a look. He's got a decent. He's hardly been injured. I think last season he played 34 games. The season before that he played 36 games. This geezer don't get injured. I think he's been injured twice, but he hasn't had a lot of time off. You know, like a lot of time off.
Yeah.
But guys, remember to smash that like button. We got 10 people. Go on then. When you give me the link, I'll put it up, or you can just do it yourself, bro.
I'll just do it.
Go on, go on. Whack it all there.
I'll take the Twitter thing.
Go on, I'll take it off, no problem.
Yeah.
Let me take it off.
But this is his injury record, man. And it's really good.
Yeah, put it up. We're just gonna put Mark Guay's injury record up, guys. There you go.
This is Mark
Make
Guay.
it longer. Make it longer. There you go.
Go down. He's had 2 injuries in his career.
See? And how long was he off for?
There
you go, look there.
So yeah, 23-24, he had knee problems. Yeah. He was out for 13 games. Yeah. Which knee problems is very, very crucial in football.
Yeah.
And 2021, played for Swansea.
Missed
and
3
he's
games.
only out for 3 games. So around his whole career, he's only out for 16 games.
See, and look at this one here, 23-24. He missed 13 games. 20, look, you done that one. Have you got any more to go back? You got him on like 3 seasons ago.
This is all his career.
Okay. I was just looking at specifically just Crystal Palace, you know what? Because that was his
Crystal Palace, he only had that 1 injury.
See, so if you type in Konate now, right, on the search engine while we're live, type in Konate and have a look at his injury record. You get me? And that's all I'm saying. Konate. King Konate. There you go. Ibrahima Konate. Go and have a look at his injury record, and you see a big difference.
Injury history.
There we go. Have a look at him there.
Jesus Christ.
You see? Look at the injury record now. Look, let's go back to 2021.
There you go.
Turn muscle fiber. There, this is before we came to Liverpool.
15 games.
107 days he was out that season, 2021. And then let's start from Liverpool here. Knee injury, August the 1st, 2022, 56 days out. Again, October 23rd, 2022, 12 days. Again, December 27th, 48 days. February 27th, 2023, 29 days. You see how it just mounts up now? See the injury now.
Lots of muscle injuries.
And if you type in Gomez, Joe Gomez. Now look at his injury record. This is why we're getting him Mark Guay, by the way, guys. This is why we're getting him Mark Guay. This is the reason why we're getting him. One, he's a good player, and two, he don't get injured that much. Look, you see, look at the injury record.
17 games missed.
How long was he out last season? Look at the 24-25 season, 95 days. Look at the 2021 season, 232 days.
There was 2021. He had tendon problems.
Yeah.
Patella tendon problems. 51 games. That for the whole season.
Do you see where I'm coming from now?
Yeah, big injuries.
Why Mike Guay is essential to our football club.
Ligament tear, 97 days.
There you
Jesus Christ.
This is what I'm talking about. This is why you're going to look at things like this. Why Mike Guay? We know he's a good defender, and he's going to be a great addition to the club. But also, he doesn't get injuries. People that are like, we had the same problem with what's his name? The one we just sold a couple of years ago. A generational talent. What's his name? He was a midfielder. Thiago, brilliant player, excellent player, so skillful. Generational talent. This guy was a generational talent, but the caveat to the problem with that is, all right, there was one problem. He was injury prone. Naby Keita, decent player, injury prone. Oxlade-Chamberlain, good player, injury prone. The list goes on. Look what Vicky said. Look what Boybird said. Hold on, let's put that out there. Konate's legs made of breadsticks. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But Konate, yeah, but I understand with Konate, yeah. This is why Mike Guay is a perfect addition to the club. You get me? But I still think Mark Guay is Kwanzaa's replacement. Because Mark Guay is going to be a third place centre back.
We're using the money from Kwanzaa to get Guay.
Because Guay is not starting over Konate. They're not going to break up the Virgil van Dijk Konate partnership. That's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Look, we just got to deal with Konate until he gets injured. Then we bring in Mark Guay here.
Yep.
You know, so, that's what it is.
I'm happy with Mark Guay. Yeah. Let's move on to what do you want to move on to next now, Toto? Come on, then. Have we got anything to put on there?
Yeah, it's on there now.
Okay, let's bring this up. There you go. Make it longer. One.
From Ben Jacobs.
Yeah, we got to Ben Jacobs.
As of Tuesday morning, Liverpool are still yet to receive a formal bid for Darwin Núñez. Napoli still view Núñez as their top striker target. Valuation remains at €70 million. That is a lot of money. €70 million.
You think we're gonna get that for him?
I just want it. No way. We're not getting. I don't think we're getting €70 million for him. Us Liverpool brought him for around €100 million. Around about that.
Yeah.
No, it's not in pounds, but about 90 to €100 million. Now we're losing about €20 million on him. 25 million euros. We're losing them, and that's not good. But this is Liverpool to make up the money because we overspent on Núñez. Let's face it, we overspent on Núñez. We lost so much money on Núñez, and now this is Liverpool's to try salvage some money because we overpaid for him. I don't think he's going for €70 million. In terms of pounds, I say it's around 55, 60 million pounds, or about £50 million, somewhere around that number. Napoli wants around 40 to 45 million pounds.
Have they got the money though? Napoli's broke up, innit? They're broke club, innit?
Yeah, but
Napoli's broke club, man.
No way Napoli would even consider 7 million euros. I'm
No
sorry.
way.
Nunes is not worth that. And regarding like the season that he had only scored 5 goals. Only 3 goals in the Premier League he scored, I think, or 5 goals. He's only scored 5 goals in the Premier League. Yeah, that is nowhere near good enough to be worth around 70 million euros. I don't know why Liverpool are sticking with 70 million euros. I don't get it. The guy needs to leave. He is leaving, but no bids even been submitted, man. This is what's worrying me. We know he's leaving, but at the moment, there's no bid being sorted out, and I don't know what's going on with this Nunes deal. Liverpool should just drop the price, just get rid of him, because
It's long.
If you are going to sign a striker, we need the money from Nunes to even proceed any further, because we need to, make some profit off the players. We can't just buy players and not sell any, because Kwanzaa's gone, then Elliott's gone, then Chiesa's gone, and then Nunes has to go. So we have to get the money together, and that's what Liverpool have to do. If Liverpool need to drop the price, they should drop the price, because Nunes wants a move. To Napoli's really, really interested. Napoli's their probably top target, and the most likely that they're going to sign Nunes. But look, this guy needs to go. We can't deal with another season because his record simply not been good enough for Liverpool. 7 million euros, I think that has to drop if we're going to proceed any further in the deal.
Yeah, I totally agree, Toto. I totally agree. Look, I've been reading a lot of articles about the Nunes thing. I've been looking up and researching about it. I've been on multiple websites and multiple journalists. And we just need to get this done, because I believe that this is holding us up. What you said. I agree with what you said. I think Nunes should have been the first player to be sold. I know it's not so easy. I know it's all right for us YouTubers and reporters, whoever, to come out and say, oh yeah, we just get rid of him. It's easier said than done. I know there's a lot of work when it comes into transfers. The agent's got to get their fees. Everything's going to be work perfect for everybody. Everyone has to sign the contract. It's going to be a certain clauses into a contract. I get it. But this guy should be sold by now. He should be sold by now. And this is holding us up. This is potentially holding us up. I know we've got the money, but you know what Liverpool are. We've brought Florian Wirtz, we've brought Frimpong, we've brought what's his name? We've brought brought back Mamadashvili as well. Kirkes. We've got our players in, but we still need to buy more. We still need to strengthen them. I believe if Diaz does leave or whatever, we need a left winger definitely to rotate with Cody Gakpo, and we definitely need a striker. I think we need 2 strikers because we don't know what's going to happen with Jota. I think Jota. I heard people talking about Jota, that Jota should stay. I just don't understand why people believe that Jota should stay at our football club. What is it with certain fans that want to hold on to certain players? I'd understand if Jota was killing it, yeah, but he hasn't killed it for 2 years. And we know what's going to happen with Jota. The same thing what happens with Jota is the same thing what happens to Konate. The same thing what happens to all the mans. They get injured. When it gets to 8-10 games into the season, they get injured. Jota, he plays FIFA. He's in an esports team. He's a sweat. And what happens when the new FIFA cards come out? He gets injured and then he does one and plays his esports. I don't want that for Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool Football Club is hollow ground. People dream to play for Liverpool, not to play FC 25 when the new champions come out. And that's what Jota does. And when he does come back, he's not as sharp as he was. I know he's not even 30 yet.
He just jogs.
He just jogs now. And the thing about it, all them injuries that he's required, that he's happened over the years with Diogo Jota, now it's coming to a head. He hasn't been sharp. He hasn't been killing it. I saw him for Portugal a couple of weeks ago. Cristiano Ronaldo, we know he's a savage. But Cristiano Ronaldo looked like the 25-year-old man. Jota looked like the 40-year-old man. and Jota is 28 or 29.
Fun fact, by the way.
I just don't understand.
Cristiano Ronaldo's biological age is 28 years old.
You see, he's running like a guy in his 20s,
Yeah, I know.
and Jota's running like an old man. And people want to keep Jota. Why don't we sell Jota? Yeah, sell Nunes and get in Ekitike and Isak. So the money you get from Jota or whatever, yeah, buy Ekitike. You say Ekitike is the up and coming player. Okay, bring him in. He can be the up and coming player that we're bringing and then we're bringing Isak. This is what we should do. I'll be happy with that. And people are gonna say, hold on. And people are gonna, I know. And people say I'm greedy. People are gonna say I'm greedy. Yeah. Now we'll get into Ekitike in a minute. People are gonna say I'm greedy, but I'm not greedy. I just want my club, yeah, to be the best that is. And I want us to go to the Champions League. I want us to win everything. And the only way we're gonna win everything is Darwin Núñez is exited from the club. It's very simple, really. He needs to go. He needs to go. That's it. He needs to go. It's just sell the dude, yeah. He's holding up the football club. He's holding up the football club, in my opinion. So, but regarding Darwin Núñez, hold on for a minute. I'll cut that off a minute. Regarding Darwin Núñez, where's that other link that you said with Darwin? Regarding Darwin Núñez. Regarding Darwin Núñez, I want him to leave. It's time now. And like I said, I wake up in the middle of the night, yeah, sweating. Because he's still at my football club. Seriously, serious talk. The day Darwin Núñez, and I'm not even disrespecting, I'm just giving my opinion. I gave him 3 years of my life. I never criticised him after the first season. I gave him a chance in the second season. You can go back on all my videos I've done in the past, and you never saw me or Toto ever criticise this guy. Never. It's only when he got to the third season when he was with Slot. That's when I said, you know what, it's time to go. But I never went on his Instagram where you see these sweats come on the keyboard warriors. They go on his Instagram and send him abusive messages. I'll never do that. You know what I mean? That's what wimps do, innit? The keyboard warriors. With me, yeah. I just said to myself, as a fan who goes to football matches, who buys merchandise, like all of you do that are watching me, I'm not better than you. You know, we're all the same. We're all Liverpool fans. Yeah, you get me? We're all Liverpool fans. We buy the merchandise, we go to the games. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's time for him to go. It's time for him to go, man. It's just time for him to go.
Yeah, we gotta go. His record's simply not big enough for Liverpool. If he does do good at Napoli, hopefully, and I wouldn't say hopefully, but if he does do good at Napoli, fair play to him. But at Liverpool, the shirt was too heavy for him. That's what I'm getting at, because every time you can do it in training, everyone can do it in training, there's no pressure. But the pressure's on, he can't handle the pressure. When you put on that Liverpool shirt, yeah.
Breaking news. Kara, breaking news.
When you put on that shirt, the shirt's heavy, man, and you gotta take that pressure.
Breaking news just coming in, guys. Breaking news. I'm gonna put it in. Keep going. I'm gonna just put it in.
Yeah, Núñez going. If I'm gonna sign Núñez, the transfer fee has got to go down. But look, at least Napoli's still viewing it as a top striker target, so we can just get the deal done.
Breaking news. Bayern Munich has made their first offer for Luis Diaz. Breaking news. I'm going to bring up on the screen now, guys. This is just coming now. Thanks for the post, bro. I saw your chat, don't worry. Thanks for that, that's his name. Yeah, big up to you. Paul Downey, big up to you. Anfield Agenda report. I told you once to leave, Toto. Because you know what? And the thing about it, yeah. Wagwani, big up, man. Big up to you, bro. The thing about it, yeah, I don't blame him. I do not blame Diaz. I want to leave, you know, because the man wants to be on more money. I think he's got 2 years left on his contract.
He's on 60 grand.
And he's on 60 grand a week. I don't listen. I don't blame the geezer. Yeah, Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool are offering him another contract. Yeah, they're not offering him another contract. I get it. I get it. I know why he wants to leave. I don't hold any animosity towards this guy. I do not hold, because if I was in his position, I would do the same. If Liverpool not going to offer me a contract, I'm going. I'm 28 years of age. I'm in the peak of my powers. In a couple more years, I ain't going to be worth I'm going to be worth a chewy from the fucking paper shop. a 99 bum-bums, whatever you call them back in the day. Yeah, I'm not going to be worth nothing. I'm gonna be 30-year-old washed up. Okay, so he's doing what's best for him and his family and his dad as well. He knows what he's doing. His dad's a G man. But anyway, I don't blame him, Toto. This is coming breaking news. Bayern Munich's gonna make the first offer.
Yeah.
We know Liverpool's gonna refuse the first one, and then Bayern will come back again. What are you saying?
Look, the first offer is just a baseline.
Yeah,
like
we know Liverpool's gonna refuse it.
Like we're on eBay, it's like when you're on Gumtree. You put your first offer down, and it always gets rejected. If it gets accepted, then fair play to you. But look, it always gets rejected the first offer. Bayern Munich is trying to set a baseline price for him, and they're even going to go higher, a little bit lower. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Luis Diaz, we have got a Gakpo, but this just means we've got to look for another winger, a left winger. We've been saying this, Bradley Barcola maybe, from PSG. I think Liverpool need to start looking for a winger now and start scouting them or, putting them at the top of the list, the transfer list, just to get things going. Because if Diaz leaves, we'll have to have a replacement. Can't just have Gakpo alone as a winger. Wirtz can play on the left, but Wirtz's position is the 10. We don't want to play Wirtz on no left-hand side, man. I don't want that. So Gakpo is a left wing, right? He'll be our only option. Of course, you got Ben Doak as well. But again, Ben Doak, he's leaving. He's leaving Liverpool. He's getting sold. Because he's 99, it's got future plans. So we've got to look for a winger. As far as I know it, I want more Bradley Barcola. In replacement of Diaz, because I don't think he's better than Diaz. What I'm coming from it, we need to sign a project winger, because we've got Gakpo as a starter, and then we can have a project winger, or we could probably sign Anthony Gordon from Newcastle as like a bench. So you have Gakpo as a starter, and then you have Anthony Gordon as a backup. And Paul Down says, Gordon. Want mine Gordon as a backup, so we can play in the cup games and less.
Who says that? Who says that?
League. Paul Down. I won't mind Gordon at all.
Yeah. As a backup, yeah, but I'd rather thinking from Madrid.
Who?
Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Gordon's not replacing Diaz. Rodrigo is.
It looks like Arsenal's going for Rodrigo, isn't it?
Yeah, but who's got more pull?
Yeah.
I think Liverpool have. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, bro. With Luis Diaz, yeah, I think there's kind of a mixed. The fan base is split on this. I believe if they don't offer the right price, don't sell him. You keep him in it. He's 28 years of age. Probably give him a couple more years. I'm not the biggest fan of Diaz. Don't get me wrong, he's a phenomenal talent. He will give you half a season at least. And he's techie. I'm not really, but he knows his way around the football pitch. Very fast, very explosive, very skillful, but also very frustrating as well. Sometimes when he goes through his purple patches and you're saying to him, just pass that ball, and he holds onto the ball a little bit longer, he's very frustrating in games. But at the end of the day, right, if he wants to leave, he wants to leave, innit? But all I'm saying, I'm taking at least 70 to 80 M's for him. He ain't going for no 50 M's. He's worth more than that. He's worth a lot more than that. So if he's going to Bayern Munich, and I know Bayern Munich's got the money, yeah, and I know Liverpool's not going to hand him over easily, not for no cheap price. I want 70, 80 M's, and I'm using that money to get Rodrigo from Real Madrid.
Yeah.
That's who I'm going for. You can have Gordon as a backup. You can have 3 left wings, whatever, yeah. But I'm taking Rodrigo from Real Madrid, because if this happens, Liverpool will target Rodrigo. They will target Rodrigo.
Yeah, what my Rodrigo as well.
Yeah, they're taking. They're gonna, because for me, he's better than Diaz, isn't it? I'm gonna bring in Rodrigo, and he'd be the perfect replacement for Diaz. Some people might say Diaz is better. Depends, but at the end of the day, Gordon's not better than Diaz, is it? So if you're gonna change Diaz, you're gonna sell Diaz. You need to bring someone that is at least equal to him or slightly better. You don't bring in a winger that's worse, because it's gonna make us weaker. You get what I'm saying? That's what I think, Toto.
Yeah. Gakpo will be the starter winger.
Yeah,
you all know that now. Gakpo will be the starter. I think he's more. Gakpo can go through his purple patch as well. So to have 2 wingers, probably Gordon, Barcola, or Rodrigo. I think they're the 3 wingers we should look at. Is Rodrigo, Barcola, and Gordon. Yeah, say if Gakpo's having his off day, bringing Gordon or Barcola or whatever. Say Gordon. I think Gordon's more better chance of us signing Gordon. Say if Gordon comes to Liverpool, because we are. I think we are in. I think it's on Liverpool's radar. Anthony Gordon. Say if we're bringing Gordon, Gakpo's having his purple patches, bringing Gordon as a replacement for a couple matches, and then if Gakpo plays well, put Gakpo back in the starting 11. That's how Liverpool should. This is how Liverpool should move, in my opinion. But yeah, if Diaz is going to Bayern Munich, we'll let him go, because if he's not happy with his contract, if the guy's only getting 60 grand, man, come on.
I wouldn't be happy on that price either.
I wouldn't be happy, man. You know, Diaz is on 60 grand. Well, you can't just say, if he wants to leave, leave. No, you got to include some context of it. Yeah, the guy's on 60 grand, and Liverpool are not even willing to discuss the contract. So basically, Diaz was thinking they're undervalued, and he's getting treated like crap. 60 grand. The guy's on 60 grand. He wants more than that, man. And if he wants to go, let him, man. Let him. If he's going to get more money at Bayern Munich and Liverpool's not willing to discuss contract offers with him, and they don't care about his contract, Diaz must be thinking, nah, allow that. I'm going.
I don't blame him. That's what I'm saying. I don't blame him that he wants to leave.
Offer me more money.
He should be on more money. He's 28 years of age, yeah, and he's worth a lot more. He's worth at least 150,000 to 200,000 a week for a 2-year contract. You look at around the Premier League, you see some scrubs at Man United on a lot more than that, triple his wages.
See, holding them more money.
No, I agree. So let's bring this one in. Let's close that. Bringing this one. Here you go.
This is on the Ekatike signing.
Oh, you're on that. Let's talk about Ekatike now.
Breaking Liverpool, working on the signing at Ekatike. Speaking on YouTube, Fabrizio says.
Make it bigger, bro.
Oh yeah, keep forgetting. Liverpool are working on this deal. They are discussing the possibility of adding Hugo Ekatike to the squad. The idea Liverpool have one more striker. They're waiting to understand what happened to Darwin Núñez. So it all down to Núñez. So nothing's been done. But again, Liverpool are willing. He's on top of the transfer list that Liverpool want Ekatike. Liverpool can have a new striker, so Hugo Ekatike remains a name on the list for the club. Of course, it's not a deal happening today or tomorrow. So needs to be patient. Ekatike is a name on the list for Liverpool.
Yeah, but again, right?
Liverpool working on the signing of Ekatike.
Again, people are saying because we're going for Ekatike that we're not going to go for Isak. When did Liverpool say that? Who says that we can't go for both?
Look, all we got to think about, is that there's more money to come. You still got Chiesa.
No, but he's kind of a project player, so I don't think Liverpool's going to put all the faith in him like to be the main striker. Who's saying that we're not going to sell Jota and we're not going to sell Núñez?
Exactly.
And Isak comes in. Because that's what Liverpool's not thinking.
Yeah. Núñez, we're going to get about 45 million for him.
Yeah.
Jota, we're going to get about 25 million for him.
Get Ekatike.
Chiesa, we'll get 15 million for him.
Exactly, forget about Chiesa, which I would keep, by the way.
We're rounding up to about 100 million here. Who says we can't get both?
Exactly, that's what I was trying to explain.
Because Núñez and Jota's not good enough.
Yeah.
Right? So we get them gone. And then we sign 2 new strikers of Ekatike and Isak. That'd be perfect, Because we're going to have Isak as that project striker who would develop under Liverpool.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have that main bagsman up front, Isak. And then that's probably where it's going to go.
This is what I'm saying.
Anyway. At the end of the day, right, all this news, if it's true or not, Fabrizio's most likely true. But at the end of the day, this is a discussion. It's a discussion about transfer news. We can't just not report it if it's not fully true. We still got to report it because we're discussing about it and giving our opinion on it. And my opinion is that I think we're going to sign both.
We could sign both.
Yeah,
that's what I was talking to someone the other day. They said, if you get Ekatike, you're not going to go for Isak. And I goes, where does it say that? Ekatike is basically like a project player. You see, Ekatike, good player, but he's not there yet. So we could bring him in, and we can bring in Isak. You sell Darwin Núñez, you sell Jota, you sell Chiesa, which I would keep Chiesa. You sell those 3, you're getting Ekatike, and you're getting Isak. Isak's the main striker, the number 9, and Ekatike replaces Jota as that backup striker. How do you know we're not going to do that? You know, we could do that. That's one way to look at it. Because I think we could sign both.
And again, Osimhen is also a concrete option.
Yeah.
I'll show this now. So look, Osimhen is also a concrete option on being focused on by Liverpool, right? Osimhen as well. Like I said, it's either Isak, Ekitike, or Osimhen.
I'll tell you something.
I think we're getting Ekitike and Isak. That's what I reckon.
You know, Osimhen. If we get Osimhen, we ain't getting Isak.
Yeah.
If we get Osimhen, if we sign Osimhen, say in the transfer window, we're not going for Isak because Osimhen
ain't no backup striker.
Osimhen ain't no backup striker, so he could come in and we could win the stuff with him. But if we sign Ekitike, I still think we can still sign Isak. See what the chat's saying. Another one for a backup, I would give a chance, and I know you might not like him, but the close to the job is Karu Matoma at Brighton. What you saying, Tota?
Matoma. Look, we know the decent player, but I don't think he's good enough. As a backup player, maybe. So if you regard him backup player, yeah, definitely, I would take him. Why not, innit? He's a backup player. Gakpo's going to be more of our starting 11 player, and Matoma's only going to be played in cup games and less crucial fixtures. Wouldn't mind that at all. It's less pressure on the guy. But yeah, he does do the job, Paul. Down. I agree with you. I would take him.
Yeah. So
he's only young as well, so you know why not?
I like Diaz. If we get the funds, as in imperative, we get Rudders and rotate him with Gakpo and Gordon.
Yeah.
Plus, get money for Elliot. There you go. We get money for Elliot as well.
Yeah, and look,
what about Elliot?
We are going to get Elliot, and I've got a thing on Elliot is that Liverpool's got an option for selling Harvey Elliott. So Liverpool have set Harvey Elliott's asking price at 40 million, plus with a buyback option, or 50 million without a buyback. So basically, it's 40 million with buyback, or 50 million without buyback. This is reporting from David Ornstein. What do you think, Solo? What 40 million? Would you buy him back or no buyback?
Yeah, I heard something about with Elliot yesterday. I think it's 40 million with a buyback clause, 50 without. I'd do the 50. I would do the 50. Because all what's going to happen, we're just giving the fans false hope, or maybe we'll bring it back one day. Maybe with Kwanzaa, they're clever that they put a buyback clause on him. Because when I see Kwanzaa, I think there's still a good player in there.
Yeah.
I still think Elliot is a good player as well. But I think for me, I'd probably go for the, you know what? Let's go for the buyback clause. Why not? You know, it's only 10 million. What's 10 million between friends? I'll take the 40 million with the buyback clause. So if he does impress us more when he goes to either Brighton or Newcastle, for some reason I can see him at Brighton. And if he does impressive in the next couple of years, we can bring him back because he's only young, isn't he?
Who, Elliot?
Player. Yeah, he's a young man.
For me, I wouldn't buy him back.
You're just selling 50, Rago.
50 million.
Cut him, man. Get him.
Just get the 50 million, man. I'm sorry. Elliot's a
good
player.
Money.
We know that, yeah. If we are going to get Ekitike and Isak, or Osimhen and Ekitike, right? We want the money.
I want the money.
50 million without a buyback, yeah. Slot's not including him in Liverpool's plans. Like, if Liverpool if Slot wants with a buyback clause, yes, he's in Slot's plans for the long term future. So as long as at that club, he will forever be half Liverpool, half Brighton or Newcastle, whatever, because we could always buy him back. Yeah. In my opinion, I would take without buyback. Or we can do a swap deal with Newcastle. If Newcastle's willing to get Elliot, we can always do that little swap deal and we get money in return. Or we can do no money whatsoever. But in my opinion, I'll do without buyback because I don't think he would be in Liverpool's plans. Look, we got Sabo. No, we got Wirtz as first choice. Sabo as second choice. Then we've probably got Curtis Jones third choice. And then we got fourth choice Elliot. Because he started Jones more than Elliot this season.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but he likes Jones more than Elliot. And Elliot's not in Slot's plans.
I do not rate Curtis Jones at all.
Slot's not in Elliot's plans. So I don't think he would want to settle for fourth choice unless we sell Jones. Then I would take without the buyback option. But I don't think we're going to sell Jones because, that homegrown player stuff, and that's probably the only reason why he's still at Liverpool. Because of the homegrown, we need to keep a homegrown player. The rules or whatever, I don't know. It's the Liverpool rules. So, my opinion, without the buyback clause, bag the £50 million, and that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money, and we got to take it, man. £50 million.
I said that, Scotty. I said that. Said that the other day. Toto.
Yeah, exactly.
I said that the other day.
Swap deal. Wouldn't mind that.
Use him as the swap deal.
We can use 50 million. We could probably, we can give him 50 million for Elliott's transfer value is around about 50 million. Yeah, there's 50 million, and then we can offer around 100 million. So that will add up to 150, and they get Elliott. A prolific attacking midfielder. He scored the winner for England. He just won the under-21 Euros for England. So big up to Harvey Elliott for that one.
Yeah, I'm just doing something on here.
But yeah, Paul Down saying, I seen a fan kicking off yesterday. Why sign Wirtz? Why not give Elliott the chance? They're the same age. He can play in the same positions. I don't know what Liverpool fan. But what do you mean, why sign Wirtz? Wirtz is an absolutely quality player.
Who said that?
Some Liverpool fan. That's what Paul Dan. I seen it. He said he'd seen a fan kicking off yesterday. Why sign Wirtz? Why not give Elliott the chance? They're the same age. They can play the same positions. Yeah, we know they can play the same positions, but Wirtz is the better player. His quality. The reason why we signed him for 150 mils. The reason why we broke the transfer record fee. There's a reason, because he's the quality player. And we also brought from.
Is he really a Liverpool fan, or is he just a troll?
I don't know.
Because you get a lot of people online. You get a lot of people online that say they're Liverpool fans and they're not really Liverpool fans. You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen his record in Bundesliga? Have you seen his record in Europe? He's been doing absolutely amazing. But to someone say that why sign Wirtz? I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. What do you mean, why sign Wirtz? Majority of the Liverpool fans wanted Wirtz. City wanted Wirtz. But he rejected City and went to Liverpool. There's a reason. There's a reason for that, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wirtz quality. There's no need to discuss that.
So Paul Downey also said, Solo on one of the review, and Jones, I just think he's overrated. I think he's very arrogant. He thinks he's Ronaldinho. He thinks he's better than he is, and he's just not that good of a player, in my opinion. I don't think he's that good, in my opinion. And I think I'd rather keep Elliott than Curtis Jones, in my opinion. I'd rather keep Elliott. I just do not rate Curtis Jones. I do not rate him. And in my opinion, I think the reason why he's probably gonna stay there is because he's a Scouser, in my opinion. That's how I look at it. He's a Scouse boy. When you're a Scouse boy at Liverpool, you got more of a chance of staying there. You get me?
Yeah.
You got more of a chance, unless you dip out like the Rat did, Trent. And I just don't. There's a reason why Scouser players retire at Liverpool. And when I look at Curtis Jones, I just don't think he's that good. He's not consistent enough. He ball hogs the ball too much. He can get buffed off the ball easily. I don't think he's that good. He thinks he's Ronaldinho, and he's far from it. He's Ronaldinho's grandfather. That's what he is. Plays like him. He says he also says you need to give him more game time.
Look, the guy, Slut. Look, Slut is not including him in his plans. Again, there's no context behind this. He's just saying, "Oh, give him more time." It's not Paul Dan. You quoting somebody else. I'm just replying to the quote. Yeah, like the guy's had about how many seasons at Liverpool? I don't know. He's had seasons under Slut. Slut don't like him. I wouldn't say don't like him.
I don't think Slut rates him.
Slut don't rate him. He's not included in his plans. He started Jones over Elliott. There's your first clue. He refused to start him right wing. And when he did get subbed on, it was like 20-25 minutes towards the end. He weren't rated under Slut. He was rated under Klopp. He did get game time under Klopp. But it's his Slut now, and Slut don't want to include him in his future plans. So this is why we brought in Wirtz, because I don't see Elliott being the starter at Liverpool. I'll say this again, we've got Wirtz, Sobbo, Jones, and then fourth choice Elliott. Elliott don't want to be fourth choice. He's coming to that age now, yeah, that he said himself, I love the club, I love Liverpool, but football's a short career, and he wants to leave. He said it openly to the press, to Liverpool fans, and this is what I liked about Elliot. He's genuine, yeah. So Elliot's gonna go. There's no stopping. I don't see Verts and Elliot on the same skill level. Nowhere near on the same skill level. Verts is far more superior, right? If you want to go straight to the facts. So why should we keep Elliot to be fourth choice attacking mid when Jones are going to be more of the third choice? You know, I don't think even Elliot will come off the bench. He barely came off the bench last season when he was when Sobbo was a starter. It was Sobbo, Jones, Elliot. Elliot was first choice, Jones was second choice, right? And then Elliot barely got any game time then. Not even in the cup games. Not even in the cup games. Elliot didn't even get any time in the cup games. So Elliot in Liverpool's project, no. And this is why we brought in Verts. And not to keep Elliot. This is what, and we're selling Elliot to put it towards the striker money. Because look, Slot don't like Elliot. Slot don't rate him. So we're going to get rid of him. And then we're going to put that money towards a striker. Ekatike, Isak, Osimhen, whatever.
Yeah.
He's going to put the money towards there.
So big up to everybody. We've got 10 people watching. We've got 12 people watching, actually. We've got 11 likes. Can we try and get it to 20 likes today? 20 likes. I know the news is a bit dry today, but we still got to report it because of the YouTube channel. We're trying to get to the affiliation. We need 4,000 viewerships. We are on at the moment. I'm going to go and check how much viewership we're on now. Bear with me, guys. And subscribe as well. Hit that subscribe button. We've got 10,214 subscribers. It's a road to 30. It's a road to 15k subscribers. To be affiliated, you need to get to the 4,000 viewership. We are on rapidly getting there. We're on 2,617. So our aim this week is to try and get to 3,000. If we can get to 3,000 by the end of the week, we'll be on the way to affiliation. The key with affiliation is when you get the affiliation, our videos will get out there more in the algorithm. You guys that support us in the chat room, big up to everybody that supports us in the chat room. Big up to Paul Downey, big up to Scotty, big up to Danny Holway and You'll Never Walk Alone. Big up to everybody that comes on here, and big up to you as well. This guy. Big up to Wyatt and Never Walk Alone. Big up to Tony Steele as well, every single time. All these people that come on the channel and support us, we appreciate it. But we need to get to those affiliation. And the way we get to the affiliation is the likes of the video. The more you like the video, the more our video gets out there in the algorithm, and the more people see our content, and the more our viewership goes up. That's how it works. This is why I'm always coming on here saying like the video. If you see the channel on your timeline, just pop in, say hello. And if you don't want to hang around, that's up to you. I know everyone's got their own life, but all we ask for is to like the video. It is free. It is free, and it will help us so much. Every little helps. Every like helps. And that's all I ask, guys. We've got 12 people watching. We've got 12 likes. Let's try and get to 20 likes. If we get to 20 likes, then more people are going to see the video, and after, more people are going to like it. It's like the video we done yesterday. We only had about 20 likes, but what happened when we went off air? A few hours later, the likes went up because more people are seeing the video. And even if you don't catch us when you're live, you can catch us on the replay.
Yeah, man.
Everything helps. So I'm going to bring this thing up about Curtis Jones, what you was talking about as well. We're going to talk about Isak just before we go. We can't do a stream without talking about Mr. Isak. But this is just backs up what you said. Yeah, it says on here, Harvey Elliott could still follow Liverpool's transfer blueprint despite big money overhaul. That's what you was talking about, basically, that if nobody buys him, he can still, you know what I mean, he can still probably start the club. What you reckon? Harvey Elliott's future remains a subject of speculation after Liverpool midfielder Sean Liverpool's under-21 European Championship. When Liverpool were poised to undergo a midfield revamp in the summer 2023, all eyes were on the under-21s European champion Ryan Gravenberch and Gabri Veiga and Kone, whatever, yeah? So what are you saying? I think he's going to leave, but like I said, I'd put him on the clause.
Look, it's what Danilo says in the chat room. No disrespect to Elliot. I like him personally. Slot don't rate him, and that's fine. Sell him immediately and reinvest in the squad. That's how I see it. No sentiment. All I care about silverware. Look, you took the word out of my mouth, man. That's exactly what I care about. I want the trophies. Every single season, I want the trophies. I want either. I don't care if it's Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Yeah, I want a trophy because every single time when we come out next season, you can see all the rival fans all bickering and all that, saying Liverpool and all that. Yeah, but who's won a trophy? Us. We've won. We come home with a trophy. Don't matter what it is. We come home with a trophy. Carabao Cup don't matter. FA Cup don't matter. Champions League, Premier League don't matter. It's still a trophy. Yeah, something that Arsenal can't get is a trophy, right? As long as we come away with a trophy, we'll be good. Elliot, again, I like him. He's a good player. Slot, don't rate him. Get rid of him. Simple. Get rid of him. Slot, get rid of him if you don't like him. Do you know what I mean? And it looks like Elliot's going anyway. Elliot said he wants to leave because he loves the club and all that, but he wants more game time elsewhere. And yeah, he loves the club, but he wants game time, which is understandable. He don't want to set up a fourth choice Cam attacking mid. He don't want to do that. But yeah, my overall thoughts on Elliot's situation. He's leaving. Paul Dan saying, what do you use the formation? Do you think we play next season?
I don't know.
I've got a lineup builder up. We can do the formation now if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah, we'll do the lineup builder in a minute. Yeah, we'll do it at the end. I just want to bring up a few more stuff.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Endo. Some news on Endo. Everybody's favorite football player for Liverpool, King Endo. Now, regarding Endo, it says on here, Warsaw Endo has given an update on his future at Liverpool amid reports linking him with a move away to the club. The Japanese midfielder signed the Reds until August 2023. At August 2023 at 16.2 million. What a steal. From German side, Stuttgart. Liverpool won their 20th league title season, and Endo came off the bench 19 times and only started one game, which was a 3-1 loss against Chelsea in May. But Liverpool's number 3 wants to continue. Now, number there wants to continue winning trophies with the club. So, I heard some stuff about Endo.
I don't think he's going. That's just in my opinion.
Endo doesn't want to leave. I think when the season started, I don't think he was on Slot's high list. I don't think he rated him. But I think as the season progressed, I think he gained Slot respect.
That's a player I want.
He gained his respect.
Someone, who earned his respect.
Yeah, he earned his respect.
To get respect, you gotta earn your respect, man. And Endo, he's earned the respect off Arne Slot. Arne Slot played him much more this season. He started him in centre back, and he was a unit in that centre back position. The guy can jump, so he's about 5'10", 5'11". Yeah. That guy can jump high. He can jump high, man, like a 6-footer. He can jump high, man, and that's good. He's got the aggressiveness, he's got the grit, he's got the crunch tackles, yeah. And as a centre back, so you need aggressiveness, you need to be strong. And Endo's strong, man. He's strong on the ball. He looks small, but 5'10", 5'11" is not.
Sorry, I'm still here.
Nothing there.
That's all right.
But yeah, Endo, he uses aggressiveness, he uses his strength, and that's what he does to be a successful centre back and CDM. Look, he can play anywhere. He can play anywhere, man. Endo's that kind of player. Don't mind. He just puts his gum shield on, ready to battle. Right? Yeah. That's what Endo's like. But my opinion, since the discussion, I don't think he's going.
Yeah, he said that Liverpool. He said he wants. He said he hope. Basically, so what he's saying on here. He said he wants to continue to win trophies at the club. He said, I hope this is just the beginning to achieve titles, because after I came here, I won the Carabao Cup in my first season, something that Arsenal never done. Premier League in the second season. When I came to Liverpool, I really wanted to achieve the Premier League title. I feel like this is why I play football. So you got a guy here, Endo, you got a guy here basically who wants to be at the club. He wants to be at the club, and it's right here. He wants to be at the club. At this scene, he wants to be at the club, and this is what he said. Endo wants to be at the club, and that's what we want at the club. Players like that who wants to be here. This is another one here. Ekitike will come in with Osman I'm good with that. I'm good with
I'm
that
good.
option.
That's what I'm saying. Osimhen is a concrete target for Liverpool.
There you go. That there, I'm good with that. You get me? I am good with that. I'm good. Paul Downey said the Rat has got his first assist for Madrid. That's Trent. Yeah, but who they playing?
Juventus.
Come on, Juve.
It's only 1-0. It's only 1-0 in the 60th minute.
I'm not going to do that watch along. I'm going to start doing the watch alongs soon. But the women's Euro starts tomorrow, and I'm going to do all the games. I can't wait till that starts. I do women's football, and by the way, I do the women's. I cover the women's football, Barcelona women and Liverpool. They're the only ones I really cover, really. But the Euros are coming on, and I'm going to cover the Euros. So if you like that kind of thing with the women's football, you got to support the women's football, man. The women's football is good, man. I know the men's football is obviously more high profile, but the women's football is good, man. You support the women's football. Trust me, the Lions are going there. They're England. Support the women, man. But when it comes to women's football, my domestic teams are Liverpool and Barcelona. But for the country, it's England, and it has to be.
Yeah,
go ahead. Go on, do the lineup.
Yeah, it's on. Oh yeah, it's on there. I just realised. But yeah, bring up Paul Dan's comment about him saying, what formation do you think we're going to play next season?
Who is it down in?
Paul Dan, yeah.
I'm trying to find him. He says, yeah, you're doing the boxing solo. Yeah, which one? You mean the Ben one? Yeah, I'm doing the Ben one. Definitely. I'm definitely not doing that one.
Yeah, that's going to be a good fight, that is.
I can't find it where he said it, where you use the formation.
It's under Scotty's comment.
That one. Oh, Scotty said it.
No, Paul Dan said it there.
What do you use formation? Do you think we're go ahead?
This is what I think we're playing. I think we're playing the 42-3-1. If not, it's a 4-3-3, but you just send it to a 4-3-3 anyway.
What about 4-2-2? I have two cams.
We're not playing 4-2-2. Slot never plays that formation. If we're gonna have two cam, I don't think Verts and Sabazadar is gonna start together. So for goalkeeper, it's the obvious really. I think Alison's going to be the keeper. Kerkez is going to be the left back.
Oh, that's all over there. I'm definitely getting him. Easy. You're going to love this, Toto.
Two centre backs. I'm going to go with Van Dijk and Konate for now.
Toto, you're going to love this. You're going to love this, Toto. Guess what card they brought out? SBC. And it's cheap, 100,000. Baresi, Cam, cold.
Oh, not Cam.
Nah, Cam and no, not Cam. He's a Cam, centre mid, and striker.
What rating?
Baresi, 96. He's got a finesse shot, ping pass, first touch, and low driven.
Yeah, looks good.
Probably the best defender.
I'm gonna put Gray in there since he could be our new signing. I'll just put Gray in there just for the signings. Right back, go with Frimpong. How can I forget?
Yeah.
Then two DMs probably would be Maka and Gravenberch. Or CDM, Gravenberch. Then it's going to be Verts in the attacking mid. Then Gakpo.
Yeah.
Left wing. Then it's going to be Salah. Who do you think striker? Osimhen, Isak, Ekitike.
Isak. I'm sticking to it. And if we don't get him this year, we'll get him next year.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to play.
That's cold.
In my opinion.
That's cold. Can you bring that in a bit more? Make it a bit bigger. So yeah, you got oh, look at that team. Toto. Look at that team, Toto. Jesus Christ. Look at that team. Snapshot that team.
We're going to do some damage.
If we have that team, we're going to win everything. We're going to...
Just look at the back line. Just look at the back line.
Now, where's Konate, man? Konate's starting over Guay.
I've got to replace him. Well, I just did there.
Can do the subs. You can do the subs, you know. We're gonna have on the bench, but Konate is starting.
Yeah, that back line alone.
Look at the fullbacks. We've probably got the fastest fullbacks in Europe. I'm sure Frimpong could be in the Olympics, man. He'd probably get 100 meter. I reckon if Frimpong, yeah, because Kerkez is not slow. You get me? Kerkez is fast as well. But you know, Frimpong, I think it's Frimpong, yeah, was in the Olympics.
If he had the training, he'll be good.
I think Frimpong could be in the Olympics for the 100 meters. I reckon. No lie, man. True talk. I think he could get in the top 6, man. Frimpong's fast, you know. And that's on the ball. Imagine without the ball.
Yeah.
He's fat. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see him and Speed have a race. That would be a good race. You know?
That'd be close.
I'd like to see that. I know, but so's Frimpong.
Yeah.
Frimpong is fast, man. But yeah, man, I know what you're saying.
Speed's apparently racing. You know, NFL. I know. I don't like NFL really. American football player. Tyreek Hill, something like that. Apparently, he's gonna race him. He's really, really quick. But that speed races anyone, man. So that I would like to see that matchup. That'd be good.
Yeah. So guys, we're gonna be heading off soon. I want everybody to smash the like buttons. We've got 10 people in the house. Can everybody smash the like buttons and show the support for the channel? We need 20 likes. And yeah, we have 12 watching. Can you please smack the like button? We've got 12 likes now. Let's try and get it to 20 likes. That's it. Just the likes. And if you want to subscribe, we're on the road to 15k subscribers. I think our subscriber count's gone up again. Every time the subscriber account, every time it comes on here, it pops up on the thing. Oh, we got 10,214 subscribers. 10,214. So since an hour ago, we picked up 14 subscribers. Big up, man. Yeah, there you go. Big up and smash the likes, man. Let's get it to 20 likes. 20 likes. I was going to check now if there's any more news, and after that, I'm going to head off and enjoy the rest of my evening. Yeah. But I want to thank everybody. I always do when we have the channel. I thank everybody who come and support us on the channel. Big up to AR. Big up to him, bro. Big up to you for supporting us on the channel every single time. Big up to this guy. I told you, Solo, that manager want product strike at Katika. Frippy still said that LFC Express. Okay. I remember that at the beginning. I still didn't see it on his timeline, just saying. Every time, Scotty, the mud, every single time. Big up Tony Steele. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Paul Downey every single time. Big up to everybody who joins us today, man. Big up to You Never Walk Alone. Big up to you. And big up to Dan Hino. Big up to you. Respect to all the people that follow us, man. All we ask for is to like the video. We're gonna get it to 20 likes. Let me see. Let me just check the likes.
News is half true, not true at all.
We've got 12 likes. We need 8 more.
Even if it's fully true, half true, not true at all, it's a discussion. It's a transfer discussion. This is why we put a question mark at the end of our discussion, because this is basically our topic, what we're going to talk about. And we can't just stop. We're not going to stop doing videos because the news is not fully true. We're going to keep doing videos. Good discussion. It's a discussion in the day that you in the chat, respect to everyone in the chat, that you can get involved and we'll make our content much better. So thanks everyone for joining in.
Yeah, big up to everyone, man. I'm just checking one more thing before we go. Yeah, they're saying on here that Diaz going to Bayern Munich is inevitable. It's inevitable that he's going.
I don't think he's inevitable. I think he's going, but it's not inevitable to go Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich's got the money. They will pay.
They have got the money, yeah.
They will pay. Bayern Munich, they've got the money. They're not broke. You know what I mean? They're very rich. Yeah. They're the best club in Germany. They've got the money, so yeah. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, but I'm happy. I'm happy what we're doing. So it is what it is, man. What's this, Liverpool? LFC Crystal Palace. Here we go. Crystal Palace made a security signing for Sporting. Oh, that's not ours. Yeah, that's about Diaz. Oh, there's one more on Mark Way. I'm not sure if we sort that one out. one more before we head off. Liverpool could be willing to offer Ben Doak as part of a deal to sign Mark Guay after Crystal Palace expressed interest in the signing Scotland forward in January. So this could be a thing. Let me just bring this up. Last article before we go, guys, bear with us. Yeah. So Ben Doak, I thought Ben Doak weren't even on the books. I thought we sold Ben Doak, but he says it must be just on loan then. Liverpool could be willing to offer Ben Doak as part of a deal. So Mark Guay, after Crystal Palace expressed interest in signing the Scotland forward in January. That's from the transfer room from 3 hours ago. So, yeah, swap deal, why not? We're going to bring his price down because they expressed, Crystal Palace expressed interest in Ben Doak. I think Ben Doak's a talent, but he's just not going to be a Liverpool guy. And I don't think we're going to put a buyback clause on Ben Doak.
No. No chance.
You know, so, yeah. And that's it, really, man. That's all the news, really, guys. So we're going to be heading off. That's it. So, Toto, what are you doing? We're going to do something tomorrow as well, I think.
Yeah.
Back tomorrow. Toto.
Yeah, you know.
You got anything else coming up?
Nothing really much coming up now. I'm just so big up for people for joining in and smash up the likes. We've got 12 likes at the moment. Well, I had enough now, but if you are watching the replay, make sure you smash up those likes. 13 likes, make sure you smash up the likes, man. Big up for people who are joining.
Yeah, and that's it. We're heading off, guys. Remember, smash that like button. I know it says 12 in there. I know we got 12 people watching. We got 13 likes. Let's get it to 20 likes. We're going to heading off. We will be back tomorrow for the transfer news as well, as always. So look out for us for that. We're going to try and get in a bit early tomorrow, probably about 6 o'clock. We'll try and get in about 6 o'clock tomorrow. It won't be this late. We'll be about 6 o'clock because that's our usual time. Yeah, it's a pleasure for you joining us, bro.
You got, man.
Paul Downey, thanks, lads. Pleasure as always. Yeah, every time, bro. Thanks for joining us on this evening. I know there's a big streamers on now, but we're trying to get there.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. Scotty said Al Nasser also in for Diaz and Bayern. Know it. Just reported. Yeah, I think Toto, you mentioned that at the beginning, didn't you? About Diaz. That Al Nasser was interested. So yeah. But would Diaz go there though?
Al Nasser's the one with Ronaldo.
Okay. Because remember Ronaldo, he said Ronaldo's new contract.
He's basically president.
He's the president of the club. He's got sayings over the signings.
Yeah.
How much money? How much is his new contract? I want to find out how much he's getting. How much is he getting total? How much is he getting on his new contract? I know he's the highest paid footballer in the world. This guy's a businessman, man. You got to respect him for that, innit? I mean, you got to respect him for that. Guy.
492 million.
A week. What's he on a week?
That's his new deal. 492 million.
So is he on that? Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah.
Dear. That can't be. I want to know what he's.
So he's getting 492 million in the next 2 years.
So if you
divide
200
that,
million a month, yeah. 200 plus million a year.
Yeah.
Jesus, that is whoa. That is the highest paid footballer in the world. It's crazy.
So approximately 246 million a year.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy, man. Ronaldo knows how to make that money, man. He knows how to make that money.
I know they love him, so he's doing the best he can to get the most.
He's the richest footballer. He's the richest football player.
You got him.
He's doing it the other day on YouTube.
He's got the most followers. He's the richest.
He's got the most followers. He's the richest.
What more can this guy do?
He's got more goals than anyone as well. I know
he's got the records for the goals. Yeah. He's got the record. He's the guy's got record after record, man. There's and that 1,000 goals he's coming. Trust me.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why he's staying around, isn't it?
My man's biological age is 28 years old. The guy's a machine. I'm telling you now.
All I ask for, guys, before we leave, there's one thing I need Liverpool to do for me. There's one thing I want Liverpool to do for me. I'm gonna bring it up now. Where is it gone? Where's it gone? I was just on it. I want Liverpool to do this for me. I just want them to sell Nunes. The quicker we sell Nunes, the better. Liverpool, make this happen. Please make it happen. If you have to drop a price, just drop the price. Liverpool are refusing to budge on their 60 million asking price for Darwin Nunes, which is too high for Napoli, because Napoli are broke pockets. They are broke pockets. Let them have them for 50 million and add-ons. Do that. 50 million add-ons. That's what they should do. Just get rid of this guy. No disrespect to Darwin Nunes. His time has come to an end. He was a Klopp signing, by the way. Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp wanted him. Toto. Who was that player that Edwards wanted? Edwards wanted the one strike. I forgot who it was now.
It was
Isak. Edwards wanted Isak and Klopp wanted Nunes. And that's how that ended up. So Liverpool, do the right thing, get it done. Let's move this player on for our sake, for my insanity, so I can start having nightmares in the middle of the night over Darwin Nunes still staying at the club. And it is what it is. So big up to everyone, and we're heading off. We've got 14 likes. Big up to everyone. Get it to 20 likes and we're off. So big up to you. And before we go, let's play my little video for entertainment. I got the Arsenal one somewhere. Bye-bye, guys. Big up to you. Remember to like the video. We'll be back tomorrow around about 6 o'clock. I appreciate everybody. Shout out everybody. Big up to you. Thanks for all your support, guys. Big up. Watch it on the replay. Recommend it to your friends. 15 likes now. Let's try and get it to 20. Big up. See you later, guys, tomorrow. Boom. Oh, yeah. I got this as well. Yeah. Yeah.